salami. So today I had a pretty rough day, and I'm gonna highlight mistakes I make. I got a request to do this once, so I played really frustrated after like a long day. It's late here, and yeah, so I'll be showing you guys things I do wrong that I don't usually, and that's kind of the product of when, you just need to take a break sometimes. My team was pretty bad, not their fault though. I looked at while I was editing, it's almost all low levels, so it's not really their fault. But they did play really as a team the best they could, so I don't mind playing with people like that. I'm not going to leave a bunch of low levels. There's only one other high level if they're trying, right? But it's mostly when see, like, what am I doing there? Anyway, I'll leave a team that isn't trying that's low levels because that just gets frustrating when I'm the only one doing the objective. That guy got me with a drag that I don't know why I fell for that. It was the beginning right there of me getting frustrated. I'm already going to start changing my weapon. To abuse my platform a little bit, I'm going to go on a rant. I went to the diner in the middle of the night. It's like my favorite diner. I love it. It starts with a P. I'm not giving out where it is, but they know who they are. And this woman was just like going crazy. She was insulting them. She was insulting their like Halloween decorations, which I thought was messed up. She's like making faces, like, and I was like, "What are you doing? Like, relax. They're just trying to work," because they were really hard at work. And then, that's how restaurants are. And then she tells me I'm a Nancy boy, which is something I haven't heard someone say in like basically my whole life. And then, she says, she tells me to have some class. And I was like, look at you. Anyway, let's get into the gameplay. So that was a good duel right there, but it's not going to last. We start to go downhill a little bit. A second ago, I mean, this guy, I was countering his overheads, but then I didn't even like pay attention to people coming behind me. And then I lose my arm, just rush right in, get killed, doing team damage because I'm already getting annoyed. So if you can see right here, there's a lot of guys dripped out in good cosmetics, which we didn't have. There was me and one other high level. That just added to my like annoyance because it was a torn banner thing. It wasn't like these guys switched. It wasn't their fault at all. So yeah, just it's a bad game all around. But I'm trying not to be too negative or too hard on myself. But maybe you guys can see what I'm talking about because despite them being so overmatched, we actually held on to the carts or the cages for quite a long time, all things considered. And look how many guys are around the objective. So that's why I was kind of saying, if you guys are new, if you're bad, whatever, be a team player, and that's how you endear yourself to the players you'd want to play with that are high levels. So clearly right now they're about to break it open, and I think I have about 15 kills and just a few deaths at this point. But like I said, after this is where it starts to go downhill, but that's a really good amount of time to hold them, all things considered. Now here I want to fall back a little bit, even though my own archer is shooting me over and over again, but I want to die a warrior's death with this guy, right? That could be fun, so we do that. Watch this. This is kind of funny. I throw this, and his arm goes flying, and my sword is still in it. Isn't that weird? I've never seen that. Here I head over to this side of the gates, just because it seems like they're starting to push over here. And on the other side, they had it pretty well covered. That's all. So we're gonna try and defend this. This guy with the pickaxe. That weapon gives me trouble. The animations are kind of weird. So he does a good job hitting me a few times. See, like, what am I doing? I'm rushing in to kill one guy, like halfway through their spawn wave, and I get killed by a bow. What do you expect? So that's the kind of things you're gonna do. Like, you're just not thinking right, and you're just gonna go bloodthirsting for archers, and maybe a guy healing like right there, and you just make dumb mistakes. I'm gonna sound like a broken record in this video, but that's really all it came down to. I got off to a hot start. It kind of unraveled. Got frustrated from my day being kind of miserable, and this is how it goes. So here's where, unbeknownst to me, I really fuck up. So I'm getting annoyed at these archers shooting me. One's a vanguard with a bow. This guy must have been really pissed off, or just friends with the other archers, and they're on a little Discord call that you guys do with your little archer friends. They wouldn't leave me alone the rest of the game. All I did was get shot. That's all I did. All I did was get shot and hide from archers, and get mad and frustrated. This dude has killed me like 5 times, by the way. That was also annoying, just to even look back with the editing. Just, I keep getting killed by a Danax. This is a nice thing he does here. He does a stab with the war axe, which can be a little deceiving, and it doesn't do much damage, but you do get your initiative back. So that's something I think you guys should try. You could do a heavy slash or overhead and then heavy stab, and it's so deceptive. He kind of fainted into it, but if you give that a try, you'll see what I mean. Alright, so here we died to one guy, spoiler alert. One guy. He was pretty good, I'm not saying he wasn't, but I just let him hit me with my shield. He's doing the same few attacks. I'm not trying to disrespect him, but he's doing the same few attacks. So he's going to do the same thing later because he picked up on I wasn't adjusting to it. And that's the thing that I'm trying to highlight, is if you're in a better headspace, or you just take a moment to breathe and not just keep forcing it, you will recognize like he's doing the same thing. And here I make I kind of like that I did this, even though it didn't work out. I gone right for him. I even pick a different weapon so he can see I want my sword back if I win. And this may have changed the course of the game, because I thought I was going to kill him, but unfortunately the fucking archer is harassing me. But he did get me with a really good overhead, so he may have won regardless, but it could have been a much cooler duel. And now I'm pissed. This is where I'm starting to get really mad. And it just really gets worse from here. Which I feel like I keep saying, but you will see. It's not a great game. Look at this. I'm just getting. Look at all the arrows. I look like Boromir in Lord of the Rings. Like, I just don't get how that's fun to do that. But I pissed off those archers earlier, is my theory. And now they're just gunning for me. And I was the only. There was one other high level, as I said earlier. But I was the biggest threat. So I guess that didn't help matters. So it was just miserable. Just getting shot more and more. So we hide next to this archer because then I'm hoping they'll also shoot him while I hide behind the thing while they're looking at me. But no, they don't bother just one-shotting the archer on my team. So we don't even get the satisfaction of watching one of our own die. And here I make another crucial error. I just overextend myself. And what am I doing? I back right into a pillar. Why? I do get out a little bit, but that archer that was using a greatsword had a really good like he timed his attack well while I was fighting both of them to space it out, whereas when I would go to attack, it's like I can't block forever, so I try and counter the or block the first attack, and that's when he goes. So he did a good job. Now I make a lot of mistakes here, whereas I've gotten really good over like the 2 years of the game being out at countering overheads on a controller. But I'm noticing that guy with the messer and there's a long sword. I think that I'm also having trouble countering, and that's really not typical of me because I don't know. It's just from playtime. It's just something I've gotten used to. So another crucial mistake right there. We survive right there, but you guys, you're never gonna guess what happens. You'll just never guess how this sequence ends. Wow, wow, what a great shot. This is a little different. That really thin Shamshir skin for the falchion. Because of my problems with my eyes, I'm not trying to make an excuse. He did a good job, but I can't really see the animation, like the tip of the weapon, too well. It's that and the rapier. Ever since I had the first surgery, it's been a little hard to tell. So hopefully after my third one, that'll be figured out. Because Chivalry is number one, not my real life, just Chivalry. And just to highlight again, despite how bad I played, I really loved playing with this team because all of them are doing what they should despite being overmatched, like I was talking about. Here, because I'm mad and I see this guy laughing, he does it later too. I just hit him even though he's on my team. Just don't be toxic. Now we have a solid little emote sesh with this guy. So I say thank you, and he says you're welcome. It's kind of funny. Now I head into certain death to kill this archer, but it was worth it. This last portion of the game, I did sacrifice my stats a ton. I didn't see my final tally of deaths and stats. We'll put them up at the end. But I did die a bunch coming up after this one, just to kind of get through and get hits on to make them stop moving to hopefully get this win. He's starting to make a push here, so I do want to get one hit on him just to stop his forward like momentum thing, like from the walking, because I think it works the same for the champion. If you hit them, the chase mechanic like makes it so they stop. So now I hit him, my teammates come, and now he's forced back again. So that was very clutch by me. And again, I felt like I owed this team to try and secure us the dub, so I rushed by everyone just to stop him from getting a heal, potentially. And even though no one could really, like, come with me, it did kind of help the team move up a little bit and head more close to him. Now that his health is so low, we just want to get a few hits in, and right there we stopped the heal, which was good. Like I said, I was sacrificing a lot of deaths, but I don't mind, like, with this team, so. Now, as I'm watching this, it's not just about my mistakes I made while I was frustrated. It's also a good lesson on, like, if you play, like, as a team, like I keep saying, you could beat anyone. This was a really good win. It was really close. Excuse me. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.